G'day, Peter Johnson here from Advisors Digest. Our signature product at Advisors Digest is our Complete Tax CPD Program. Over the duration of the year, you get your full 40-hour requirement of continuing professional development. How we do it? Each month, we give you a 3-hour tax masterclass over the first 2 weeks. The third weeks, we give you an hour of ethics, which is of course optional, you don't need to attend. And then in the fourth week, we do a monthly tax update. Now often when you subscribe to an ongoing CPD program, you hope for the best. You think, well, we don't know what we're getting yet, and I just hope that it's a good program. At Advisors Digest, we want you to know what you are getting, and so we always release our program well in advance so that you can decide whether it's suitable to you or not. We will have 4 different speakers: myself, Peter Johnson, Joanne Hotston, Peter Adams, and Brett Goodyear from Business Valuations Online. And this is our program for the period coming up. In October, our tax masterclass is a trust taxation intensive presented by Joanne Hotston, going through everything that we need to know about trusts and what's on the ATO's hit list. In November, I will be presenting on the Small Business CGT Concessions, the basic conditions for relief, the extra conditions for the sale of shares or units. We will then look at the conditions themselves. We will then look at the concessions themselves, and then have a look at getting the money into superannuation. We have December off, we have January off. In February, I will be presenting on superannuation death benefits. Everything you need to know, the law around superannuation death benefits, taxation, and strategies. In March, Peter Adams will be presenting on the income tax and fringe benefits tax consequences of entertainment. What is deductible subject to FBT? What is just simply not deductible? What is deductible with no FBT? You know, when is it entertainment? When is it not entertainment? In April, I will be presenting tax planning, adding a few different thoughts about the tax planning process that might make you think outside of the box a bit. In May, Joanne Hotston will be presenting on the main residence exemption. There is so much to it, 3 hours all about the main residence exemption. Every June, Peter Adams does individual income tax returns, compliance and disclosure, where we look at all the changes to the iReturns for the year and everything you need to know about completing an iReturn. In July, we'll have Joanne doing succession planning. Now, of course, this is most important to accountants, but it's also important to all of your clients, all the considerations for moving your business on to a new owner, to management, or the next generation. In August, I will be presenting on documenting common transactions. Accountants usually just copy what their boss used to do when they document transactions, but are you doing it right? Are you considering preemptive rights when you transfer shares? Are you making sure that when you execute a deed, that it's executed in accordance with the law? And then if there is a mistake, how do you fix it? 3 hours on documenting common transactions. In September, we have a special guest presenter, Brett Goodyear, on valuing businesses, valuing companies, valuing shares, valuing assets. He's going to take you through all the considerations for making sure if you're valuing a business, you're getting it right. And then in October, Joanne Hotston will be presenting on GST from the commencement right through to the closure of a business. When you're starting it up, when you're maybe buying a business, buying all the assets, and then you're going to get rid of the business at the other end. It's a full GST training program. And then finally, in November, we're going to finish off with Peter Adams on tax administration and compliance and ATO reviews, all about audits and objections. Very important for all accountants to understand that. So now you know what we're talking on, and I'm certain now you understand that over a 12-month training program, you're going to become a much better accountant. And that just simply leads to higher fees. You want to find out more? Click on the button below. I really look forward to seeing you in our training program.